YouTube. Welcome back to season 1, episode 1 with Miss Brittany Marshall from
Hey
Party of
y'all.
5. Hey,
Hey.
girl.
Hey.
Yes. So, how are you doing?
I am doing good. Out here hustling and bustling, doing what I do, Hey, girl, it's doing good. Got my shirt on today. Mother hustler. This is what I'm doing
That's
all
what
day,
I'm
every
talking
day.
about. Yes.
All day, every day.
Yes.
I'm mama out here hustling, okay?
Yes. Yes. You need
But
to
I
tell
am
the
doing
you need to tell the people, you guys, she is a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur. She has a career that she goes to from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. She is a YouTuber. She does other stuff that I'm going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead, Brittany. Take it away.
Well, as Danielle has said, my name is Brittany Marshall, and I am the mother of the Marshall's Party of 5. So that is our platform for our YouTube channel. So she said I do YouTube. I'm also an auditor for the film industry. So that's my 9 to 5. I also, like I said, I'm a wife, a mom. Other than that, I got a couple businesses that I like to dibble and dabble in. We do a little travel. We make some shirts. We's out here working. We out here working. So anything I get my hands in, kids with sports, team mom sometimes, wear a lot of hats, okay? Just juggling on the hats. But that is me, you guys. A very busy lady.
How do how do you balance yourself, Brittany? How do you balance yourself from home to work to YouTubing to travel agent to
Yeah.
entrepreneur with your t-shirt business? How do you balance yourself?
Some days it's like, whew, I just gotta take it in, you just gotta take it in. And when something gotta get done, it gotta get done. I think that's a trait with women. Like, we are natural born hustlers for real. We really know how to do a lot of stuff at one time. So I think it's just, once I know what I gotta do and when I gotta do all of these things, I just kind of process. I sit in it, think about it, and I'm like, okay, Britt, you're gonna get 3 hours of sleep tonight, and that's what's gonna, I
Right,
got.
right.
But for the most part, I just try to do good with time management. I'm like, okay, when I'm here at work, I need to go hard here. But immediately after, I gotta clock into a few different other roles. So
Right,
I just try to. It's hard, and it is hard. It's not easy, but I mean, I like to be busy. I'm the type of person who
right.
likes to stay busy. Like, when I'm not doing anything, I feel lazy. So me staying busy is actually good for me, and yeah, it just helps me to. I don't know, like, how do I balance it? I don't know. That's my balance. Like, if I'm
Right,
not doing a lot of stuff, I feel unbalanced. Like, if I don't
right,
got nothing to do, I'm like, this is weird. Like,
right, right.
you know.
And I'm
So
pretty sure the boys keep you busy too. She has 3
them
boys, you
alone,
guys.
them alone. If I was just a mama, okay, I would be busy. But yes, them
Yeah.
alone is a lot.
And then you
Three,
have to,
mama three.
right, then you have to put on the wife hat.
Gotta put on the wife hat. Can't let her get neglected. So
Yes.
all of those duties.
Yes. Oh my God. I mean, when I watch your channel, I get so motivated by you. And
Oh,
you guys, it doesn't matter how old you are. Brittany to me is like my little sister, but she motivates me from when she's cooking with me, chit chat with me, clean up with me, just everything that she does. When she gets done, I'm like, okay, let me go take my butt in here and cook. Let me go
thanks.
clean this room. Let me go, do what I got to do.
Right.
Such a motivator. And
Oh,
that's
thank
why
you.
I love your channel. I love it. I already said her sons are my nephews.
Yes, they know. Auntie Danielle, okay, at this point. At this point.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, you guys. So for
Uh-huh.
those of you that don't know, I started following Brittany maybe back in 2015-ish to current. And so I reached out to
From the start.
Brittany. Yes. I reached out and I said, I want her, and I kind of manifested it. I said, I want her to be my first guest. So I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to reach out to her, and here we are today.
And
Here
when
we are.
Danielle reached out to me, I was like, girl, first of all, I'd be a little slow on my email, so she probably was like, dang, she ignored me. But
Nah.
no, when I finally checked, I was like, yes, I think this is a great idea. Let's do it. Like, I'm
Yes.
down.
I was so happy. I had to like keep my composure. I was like, oh my God, I
You
gotta
crazy.
play this.
You crazy. No, I'm
But
telling you,
yes,
you really gotta put yourself out there though. Seriously.
yes, yes,
To get the exposure you want,
right. And
manifest
so,
the things you want, and you gotta
and
act
that's
on them.
and that's what I kept doing, manifesting it, and look at us right
Right.
now. So, for the audience, you guys, bring out your best liquor that you have, or if you don't drink, Kool-Aid.
Y'all, I did take me a shot earlier, but it is a weekday,
Yes.
and I was like, "Your girl, I'm on wine tonight, but I'm on the
Yep.
good stuff. Don't play with
Hey,
me. You
we
know,
still,
we still getting
yes,
lit. We
yes.
still getting lit, but
We
you know,
still sipping, and Brittany gonna spill some tea as we sip and spill the tea. So, you guys, this is season 1, episode 1, and we got questions for Brittany. We got
okay.
questions, but we always start off light and friendly. That you know how that be, you guys,
I might need
light
to
and
drink some more
friendly.
of this Taylor Port. Let me drink some more. Look,
Yes. So, no, but
I'm
before we get
scared.
started, Brittany, shout your channels out one more time for viewers that don't know about you, don't follow you. Give them your YouTube, your social medias. Let them
Yeah.
know.
So on YouTube, you can definitely follow us at the Marshall's Party of Five, where it would showcase my family, my everyday life. I'm a daily vlogger, so just as Danielle, she knows me. She feel like she knows me. That's what I bring to my channel. Like I'm a daily vlogger, so you know a lot of ins and outs of my daily life. So you can follow us there. Like I said, the Marshall's Party of Five, and you can follow us at I think is it the Marshall's Party of Five on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a TikTok. We're working on it.
And that
We get.
second channel. You guys, I'm getting her.
I do need to. Okay, I don't. If you go there, you will find videos. You will find videos. But we haven't posted there in years, okay? But definitely also go follow Kicking It with the Marshalls.
Yes.
That's where me and my husband did pranks and fun videos. I really do want to get back into that channel. I need to get back into that
Yes.
channel because it was fun. That was
Yes.
our fun channel.
Yes.
So we just got to get hubby on board
Yes. And I
and go
remember your
all in.
family. Your family
Yeah,
was on
and
there.
my family,
Yep.
exactly. So
Yep. Yep.
Kicking It with the Marshalls.
Yes. So let's start off, Brittany. I'm gonna take you back to 18 years old. If you was 18, what type of advice would you give yourself, being that you know what you know now? If you was 18 and all the life experiences that you didn't went through, what would you tell yourself?
What would I tell my 18-year-old self? Putting myself back in the space that I was at 18. I was a senior in high school initially. When I turned 18,
Mm-hmm.
I was about to transition it into adulthood, like college, away from my parents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, at 18, 18 was a crazy year. It was a lot of that's a big transition for anybody. Like you
Right.
graduating high
Right.
school, you finna start your adult life and
Right.
whatnot. So
So much.
I
So
would
much.
really, a lot of people at that age, you don't really know what you want to do in life. You don't know, like, you're supposed to be working on something. And so if you go to school, so me, I went to school. I would tell myself at that time, like, Britt, remember why you're here.
Right.
Like,
Right.
remember why you're
Right.
here. Like, you get away from your home, you get away from your parents, you feel grown, and you
Right.
start doing what you want to do. And, like, you feel like you want to, I'm grown.
Right.
Ain't nobody here to check me. I come in the house whenever I want to, like, you're out of control, actually. 18,
Right. Feeling
18
yourself.
like, you're actually out of control at 18 in college, okay?
Right.
Like, you feel grown. So I would just tell myself seriously, like, Britt, remember why you're here, because I actually, like, I went to school with scholarships. Your girl done messed around and lost her scholarship after the freshman year, that 18-year-old period, because I was having too
Right.
much fun. Like, I was having,
Right.
I mean, I got it back on track. It took a lot of work, and you know how
Right.
that is with grades. Once you start getting low grades, it's hard to pick that grade back up.
It
So,
is. It is.
like, I would just tell myself, Britt, focus. Remember why you're here.
Right.
Remember why you're here. And that's what I would have told myself at 18. But I was like, Baby, we outside. We
We
outside. We is going to
outside.
fried chicken Wednesday, and we ain't leaving this thing because we got to see what everybody wearing in the cab.
Right.
We got to see
Right.
what's going on in the yard. Like, yeah.
Right.
18-year-old self, Brit, stay focused. Go to
Right.
class. They'll
Be
still be out here
outside.
when you get out. Go to
Right.
class. Right.
But
That's what I
I
was
mean,
talking about.
you came a long ways. I mean, you actually look at where you are today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at where you are today.
I made it through it, honey. I made it through the trenches. Just like
Right. But yeah, I mean, like you say, 18 is a huge transition because you're transitioning from mom,
teenager.
dad, family to now
No,
you on your
supposed
own.
right.
So, I mean, I think a lot of people messed up.
Yeah, I would say like take your. What I don't even know what to say because like for me as a parent, it's even like what am I gonna be pushing my kids to do? I know.
Right.
Well, me and Fortune talk about it. Like they're still so young, so we don't
Right.
know what they really want to do with their lives. But we still want to push at that age. We still want to push them to go to school, just because
Right.
we both went to school and it was such a great experience. Even
Right.
if that's something that they really want to do, that doesn't necessarily require school. We still want them to go to it, get the experience, and like especially us going to HBCU, it was just like a great experience, and it's like we made a lot of great memories during
Right.
that time. So we're gonna push it on them regardless. Like to just go like even if we know, okay, they really got this whole business plan that they want to work on and they gonna be good at it.
Right.
We still want you to go hang out in college. Go to college for. But I want all my kids to be doctors. So honey, we dream for the
That's
stars.
Brittany, that is so good because our nationality, we fall back at telling our kids to get that education. Every other nationality, their kid don't have a choice.
It's
They
not a
go to
choice. It's
school,
not a choice. Like
right?
you might
It's
marry
not.
rich, but you still need to go have your
You
degree.
still need to go get that degree, and
Right.
we fall back at telling our kids just try it out for a year or two, see if you like
Right.
it, because you
Right.
don't know unless you try it. You haven't even
And
been to
you
college,
can't, and if you still at all dependent on me, you can't, you still don't have a choice unless you have a plan. Like, so
right?
if you don't like it, okay, what else are you going to do? What's your plan? Because
Right,
you're not going to
right,
just bum it. You're not going to just come over here and bum it and just kick it, you
right,
know.
right. You
You need
got
to have a
that.
plan on what you finna do because you're grown now.
Right. No, for real though. For
Yeah,
real.
a lot of people babysit their kids for too long. Like
Right.
they still, you're not by babysit them because they're kids, but like
Right.
just still, just like keep them under the wing for too long. When I say 18, 19, 20, like
Right.
I be telling y'all, we talk about it all the time. Like if our kids decide they want to be doctors and lawyers, and if they're not in a position where they, have a significant other and
Right.
whatnot,
Right.
and they need to come home to do their residency, because they gotta go to school full time,
Right.
like we're gonna be okay with that because we know you finna be a doctor, baby.
Right.
Like, but other than that, you gotta
Right.
have a plan. You gotta be doing
You
something.
do. You do. You gotta
You gotta be doing
go in
something.
with something. Even if you
Right.
change your mind a year later,
Right.
you
Because
still
that
went in
happens.
with the plan. You still went
Yeah.
in with the plan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Do you have a favorite childhood memory? Speaking of being young and
Grandma D, we used to have a lot of fun. Yes. I think those were some of I had a lot of great moments. Like as a
Mhm.
child, I got a lot of memories, but when I look back, as like when I was late elementary, middle school,
Right.
like those years, me and my grandma, like we used to have so much fun. Like on Friday night, we would come over there. Like it was like clockwork. Like I know I'm going to grandma's house. Like how my kids
Right.
are now, like they be ready to go to grandma's house.
Right.
As you, we used to, but back then we used to do it big. Okay, we used to go. She's like, okay, you can bring. Well, it used to be like me and my sister, me and my cousin, and then I
Right.
could bring a friend with me. And she's like, okay, we're going to the hotel tonight. And then we're like, oh, and then we're like, you want to get a room with a hot tub? Like, it's like, just like,
Oh,
we used to go get rooms. We used to go get rooms and have girl nights at the
oh
hotel. Like,
my
that was like real kicking it. Like,
right.
you can have girl night anywhere, but like, she taking us to a hotel. Like, even if the
Right.
room didn't have a hot tub in it, we used to go to an indoor, somewhere with an indoor
I
pool. We
like
used to
that grandma.
go swimming. Like, it used to be just like, a great time. Like that was like literally one of like it happened so repeatedly. So it was like just that. Like
Right.
and then we'll go get like fingernails and stuff and do our nails and like yes, it would be that was my favorite. Some of my best childhood memories. Like
I would be
I
like,
felt bougie,
go back.
honey. I felt bougie. I felt bougie. Like, hey, we going to the hotel tonight.
Right.
Going to the hotel.
I want those childhood memories to come back.
No, serious. I want to go to the hotel every Friday. You know, like that was
Right.
fun.
Right.
We did
That
like every other week, but that was still like a thing
yeah.
that we look forward to.
Right.
Like,
And
I'm
I
going to the hotel tonight. Yes.
right.
Who you bringing? And I tell her like after
Oh,
school, I told my friend, "You come with me tonight? We're going to the hotel." And
oh,
yeah, so that used to be so
that.
much fun.
And that's why I love how you and Fortune make for sure that the kids is spending quality time with
Mhm.
all the grandparents so
Yeah.
that they get to know who their grandparents were. Because some kids are not fortunate to even see their grandfathers, like your father, your granddad, and
Right.
I believe how many granddads do you have now?
Well, now I only have one of my granddads alive, and that is my mom's dad.
Okay,
My granddaddy Perry died in 2020,
I
but my
remember.
kids still, my
Yes.
my kids still got to meet him. We got pictures with him, and all the boys and whatnot. Um, but yes, he passed away. So right now I only have my granddad on my mom's side. As far as grandmas, the ladies in the family be kicking. Okay, they is still
They're
well and
still,
kicking. I
yeah,
have my grandma and my great grandma on both sides of my family, and up until I think I was 8, I had my great great grandma on my dad's side.
wow,
Yeah, until I was like 8 or 9. Yeah, like she died when I was like 8 or 9. My grandma Irene. So
wow.
yeah. So my
Oh,
kids have great great grandmothers. They have grandmas, great grandmas, and great
great, great.
great grandmas.
Yes, that's a blessing.
That is.
Just that by itself, and
Yeah.
especially with them growing up with
Yes.
them.
And they actually know their names and stuff. So that is cool. And I do want my family. I'm big on family, so that's just
Yeah,
something, like I want to make sure you know your people.
right. And that's why I love your channel because it's very family oriented. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. You gotta know your folks. I was
Right,
raised like that though. We was always at our family reunions. My parents, we was always active. So I knew my uncles. I could talk to my great uncles on the phone. Like I
right,
know my great uncle. Like I know my family. So
right, right,
I think it's just important. You just never know who you're gonna need in life or who can get you
right.
somewhere. And like older people really cherish that.
Oh
Like
my
when
God.
you
Yeah,
when the younger generation wants to talk to them and get
right,
to know them. Like I remember I was at a birthday party a while ago for one of my friends, and the grandma was there, and she was older, and she brought a friend with her. They was just in the house like today stuff, and I came in there like being myself, like, "Hey y'all, how y'all doing?" And like
right,
y'all need anything? Y'all was on a drink because they was kind of lit grandparents. They was
right,
older, but and it was like, girl, the people don't do that no more. I was like, I can't believe you talk to us. People don't do it. Like they was just so surprised that like,
right,
and I was like, people don't do that no more. Like
right, right,
my southern hospitality, just like I mean, this is natural enough for them to come in the house and not speak, especially to the elders in the room. I'm not gonna
right,
not speak to them. So
right,
people like believe it or not, the elderly love when the youth wants to engage and know what's going on. And I
right,
used to be very inquisitive as a child, like ask my great grandma all type of questions, like, so what used to happen then?
right,
So
right,
you
right,
want Martin Luther King? Like
right.
I used to be all in the business. So yeah.
Yeah.
Family
Oh,
oriented. I'm very family oriented. Like I feel like the young and the new generations that I should definitely like mesh so that we can just
yeah.
know our history, know where we're
Right.
going, get ideas, feed off ideas, let them know what's going on.
Yeah.
Let them know. Like we need to know.
Because we can help them and they can help us.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's what it all comes down to. Oh
Exactly. That's what it
my
all comes
God.
down to.
Yes. We're gonna get a little bit more personal with Miss Brittany. Um, being that you're a social butterfly, you're similar to me and you get along with everybody and everybody gets along with you. And do people ever misunderstand you?
I don't feel like I have a personality that you will misunderstand personally.
Uh-huh. Right, right,
um, I am. I'm not gonna say I can't speak for anybody else to say that if they had a misunderstanding or not. Like, I can't necessarily speak for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's never been like, I ain't gonna say it's never been brought to me. I ain't gonna say that, but like, misunderstandings happen. Okay, misunderstandings happen. But I don't feel like in general, I'm not a person who has a trait about them that that somebody will misunderstand. Like, I'm very inviting, like to talk to, relatable. I'm not judgmental, so I'm not gonna really do much of the judging type of stuff when I'm talking to somebody about about anything. So I can't necessarily say I was misunderstood. But you know what? It's like even doing social media, but like we're doing social media, it's like a thing where people gonna misunderstand you just because y'all are not the same. Y'all don't do the same thing. So I can't, like I said, I can't speak for anybody to say where, like, I don't feel like I just have a personality where she be shady as I don't know. I can't understand. Like, but if when you don't align with somebody else's ways of doing things, they might misunderstand you. So, like I said, I can't pinpoint something that I do that might trigger you to misunderstand me, but because we don't walk the same paths, we haven't lived the same lives, we don't think the same. I might be misunderstood in some of the things I might say. I can't say that I have. Been on social media for so long, it's definitely been vlogs where I ain't even want to look at them comments because, baby, I'm like, this is controversial, honey. People are not going to be understanding what I'm saying.
You were saying about controversy.
It's like, when you have something that you're talking about that is not going to align with everybody's beliefs or everybody's, it's going to be a type of conversation. And so some people will definitely misunderstand what I'm saying and how I feel about a situation because they don't feel the same way. And that's just it. Like, we're human, so I don't feel like you should just misunderstand me, but we're human and we all have our own thoughts.
Right. Okay, then. Okay. Oh, Brittany, how did you meet Fortune?
How did I meet my husband? I met Fortune in college. It was my freshman year. He was into his third year there, and so we met. We technically started talking and whatnot in a class that we had, integrated science. He asked to copy my homework on the first day of class. He was like, "You want to let me copy?" I sat right in front of him. It wasn't on purpose. Like, it was just like that's what the seat was available at. I just sat right there. I had seen him around on campus before. I had ran into him a couple times, but we never really had any exchange of words. But
did you let him copy your homework?
So yeah, he was like, "You gonna let me copy your homework?" And I was like, "No." And then one day he got my number from somebody, honey, and he ended up calling me. And I was like, "Who is this?" or whatever. He was like, "This Fortune, like, what about that homework though?" And I'm like, this is like days later, we finally got homework. And, I was like, I guess. And we hung out one day in a car and we was just like talking for hours. We skipped the darn class, honey, because we was like so engaged in that conversation. And after that, I was like, I think I love him. I'm just like, I didn't say that, but I did like him. And I literally texted him.
Right. You was feeling that way. It was a certain kind of feeling.
I was feeling him instantly. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. I literally, when I got back to my dorm room, I was in our little laundry room. I remember I was washing clothes and I was telling my friends, like, oh my gosh, I like him, da 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 da. Washing our little clothes. And I was like, I had a situation from back home still going on.
Right.
So, I mean, it was a dead situation. Like, he done had a baby on me and all at this point. Oh. He had a girl pregnant. But I was still trying to be right at the time.
Right.
Anyway, so I texted him and literally was like, I can't like you and you can't like me. He was like, LOL, okay. And I'm like, yeah, and then it was just over with from there, honey. Right. I was by Valentine's. By Valentine's Day. We went on our first date as friends. He was like, well, you got a Valentine? And I told him my situation that I had going on. Da da da. He was like, let's do something. And I was like, okay. And he just did it. So he just, I was so confused because remember, I'm a freshman. I'm 18. I
Right.
literally, my last Valentine's, my little boyfriend was bringing teddy bears to school. You know, like, it was, so now I'm grown Valentine's, and I'm like,
Oh
girl, he might have took me. He, I was like, "What we doing?" He was like, "I don't know." Just, he was like, "Well," he was like, "Just dress sexy." He texted me earlier that day and was like, "Wear something sexy." I'm like, oh, shit, "What's sexy?" I'm an 18-year-old. What
my God.
is sexy?
What is
I
that?
don't even know what sexy is.
Right, right, right,
Like, yeah, I didn't know what sexy was, but I went and got. I had this little black dress from Forever 21, just like a little short black. You know them dresses that used to be real basic dresses, like a
right,
dress
right,
from a
right,
red coat. But baby, he took me to his apartment. He whined and dined. Like, he had rose petals and candles leading from the whole hall, from the front door. But it was just like, I ain't never seen that before. Like,
right,
I'm
right.
18. Like, I don't. Ooh, what is that?
But it
This is
made you
sexy.
think.
This is giving sexy.
It
Like,
made you think like I chose the right one.
man. And well, at the time, I was still juggling, girl. I was like, oh, like
Right,
I said, I still had a situation going on.
right,
But at the time, I found out the other girl was pregnant, so it was like I had vented to him about that while we was covering the homework that day, and
right.
he was like, so that's it was just a lot.
It was a
But
lot.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
you
that's how we
made the
met.
right decision.
We met my freshman year in college, and he scooped me up. I ain't even have time to do my thing out there.
Right,
I just
right, right. Oh my
scooped me
God.
on
He
up.
said, I want her. I'm gonna get, see, he manifested it. See?
And I did too, because I was praying, honey. After that dude did me how he did, I was like, Lord, give me a sign. And here came fortune.
Yes. For real though.
I'm like, give me a sign to do something else besides me crying. And,
Right.
I'm all the way in college and I'm worried about his ass at home. Like,
That's getting somebody else pregnant.
and fortune came, he just came. Like, why are we in this class together? It was one of those classes where you're like, because I'm a freshman, he's like a
Right.
junior.
Right.
And it was just like a night class, and it was just like we just
Oh.
happened. Like, if we just didn't both happen to be in that class at the same time,
Right.
this wouldn't have been a thing. I don't think we would have just made this connection any other way. But
Right.
yeah, it's amazing.
When
How
it's
God
meant,
works.
it's meant.
How God works, honey. It's
That
amazing.
that part right there.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's have a little fun and
Okay.
just make you think outside the box. So, if you could have coffee with a historical figure, who would it be and why?
My good sis, Rosa Parks.
Yes, honey. Yes. Yes.
And it's really on some comical stuff. Like, why? Because I'm like, girl, like, why you didn't get up from that seat? Like everybody just like, girl, why you didn't get up from that seat? And I felt like in her head, she like, bitch, I was just tired. Like,
Yeah,
I literally just got off work. I'm literally just tired and I ain't getting up. Like, take y'all ass to the back. Like, no, I don't want to.
right.
Like, and I really just feel like she just cool like that. Like,
Right.
I ain't getting up. I'm tired. I'm sitting down. I'm tired. And she done accidentally started a whole fucking movement out here. Like, and she didn't even know it. She was just getting off work and was tired.
Right. Right.
But no, there are a lot of great historical figures. Seriously, like, it's so many people who did things. Like,
So many good things.
it's so many people who did some good things. Like, I don't even know. Rosa Parks for sure, but
Right.
I want to talk to everybody just to,
Right.
like, know your mindset. Like, what was you thinking? Because, now I feel like we think, like, ain't no way we would have allowed some of the stuff to happen that happened. We feel like we finna fight. Like, we
Right.
feel like we is finna fight back. And that's how we think now. But I want to know what they thought then. Like, why didn't, I
Right.
mean, some people, we know people did fight back. People did fight back, but it cost them their lives.
Girl, they
You
whole lot.
know?
And
So it's
that's the
like,
sad part.
why y'all didn't gang up on them? Because y'all definitely outnumbered them. Like, they would have about 20 of y'all on the plantation, and it's like 3-4 people here.
Right.
Why y'all like beat their ass? Like, like,
Right. Because
so just like, just,
it was always like a peace movement and everybody else made it a violent. Because
right,
you've noticed during those marches and stuff, it was peaceful and they got
right,
things thrown at them. beat down, and they didn't fight back. They didn't do
Right.
any of that. That's where I'll be
Right.
like, I don't know.
Right. That's why I want to be like, what was the? I mean, I understand. I understand because they knew people who probably was in slavery, so they didn't want to get
Right,
back to that. Like, it's just we can't think like we feel like hell no, that would have never happened, you know.
right,
But
right,
we can't feel like that because they know how we know of the segregation and stuff. Like they know of the slavery, so
right.
they don't want to go there. The times ain't been that long, you know, for them.
But
So I don't know.
yeah, because when you
It's
think
crazy.
about it, it seemed like it's a long time ago. But then when you really start adding it up,
My
it's not
great
so
grandma,
long
my great
ago.
grandma, who I was talking about, was alive during this
That's
segregation. You
yes,
know, like
yes.
that's why I used to be talking about her. But I'm like, especially when I started learning stuff in social studies, when I started getting like of
Right,
age and we really started learning about slavery in school, I'm over here like, grandma. So I learned this. What happened? Like, was
right,
you there? Like,
right,
how was
right.
it? How they used to treat you? What you know? How you used to walk to school by yourself? You used to go to school, you know, like. And she'll tell me like, nope, it was all black school, and you know,
That's
she'll
what my
tell me
mom and
all
my
stuff.
dad say. Everybody went to an all black school, and now we trying to find an all black school. You
Right.
know?
At this point, what? Seriously, I'm going to go to HBCU. I'm going back to my roots.
Right. How is it though in like Atlanta and Savannah? Because I know you talk about Savannah all the time. Is it? Do you feel that it's still a little segregation going on out there, or?
mm, I mean, Atlanta. Atlanta is Atlanta.
Uh huh.
Atlanta is Black Hollywood.
Mhm.
So for Atlanta, if anything, they might feel a little outcast
Mhm.
because
Okay.
in Atlanta is popping for the black culture. Like
Right.
I mean, of course you have people. You out of place. Like you gonna get you're out of place if you're feeling racist or any type of way.
Right.
And
Right.
I
Right.
can't say people don't think like that because you got to think just like my grandma was raised during the whole segregation period. Their grandparents were too.
Right.
So they we raised like F them, they raised like F us. And
Right.
so some people might still have that mindset. If you've been and I know somebody personally where they don't feel like necessarily like, and I talk to this person often,
Mhm.
and they were raised in a predominantly white area, and this person is white. And sometimes they can come across saying things like that they don't even think sounds, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
But like I said, she's not from Atlanta, so I can't say like, you know, she
Right.
get this. The stuff that you see in Atlanta, you don't see where you from, where you know where they're from.
Right.
So
Right.
she might. I'm like, I have to literally let them know, like, and that's a little racist. Like,
Right.
don't say this shit
Right.
no more.
Don't
Or
say that.
like,
Yep.
watch your mouth. Or like, we fight up here. Like
Right.
people like you can't just say stuff like
Right.
you could be considered a Karen. You know, like I've had to let that person know. Like, but
Mhm.
you know, I think I'm sure some people had their thoughts, but in these places that we're talking about, Atlanta, Savannah, I feel like they're more cautious with their words
Right. Right.
because it ain't. I'm sure in some places in more country towns in Georgia, because Georgia has a lot of country parts to it, whereas
Okay.
you know it's a lot of Trump fans, like you know where
Right.
you
Right.
arrive through this country town and you see Trump, 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 Trump everywhere, you know, and so
Right.
in
Right.
those areas you gotta definitely still be careful, I'm sure,
Right.
but in Atlanta and Savannah, it's a lot of black people here,
Okay.
so
I'm liking
it's not
that.
really. I don't feel like it's too much of that. If they have those
Going.
thoughts, they're thoughts. They're not really actions. Some people get bold, of
Right.
course. You saw just in Alabama the brawl.
Yes.
People
Yes.
got bold that day. Folks
Yes.
got bold that day. So
That boy was swimming across the girl.
like
I
people
said
show
the
their true colors
internet.
that day. Yeah,
The
that was
internet.
great.
The
I'm
internet.
sorry. Why
The,
are you barking?
I said the internet has no type of filter. Okay.
Girl, it'd be crazy. I
I
love
said this
it.
is
Every
serious. This is a serious matter.
girl, I love that. I was like, this is it. This is gonna go down in history. that needs to be in the social study books.
Right. I know. Will it make it?
Like, will it make it? Okay. This was a current event. They got all these other things that happened in the years that we,
Right.
this Alabama Brawl need to be up in the book. Seriously.
Girl, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. All the traveling that you did, if you can live anywhere, where would it be?
I haven't traveled anywhere where I want to live.
Uh-huh.
Other than I've always said, I'm sorry, I'm filling my glass, y'all.
Take your time.
Um, I've always said, well, I love Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm born and raised Atlanta, and like I said, it's a lot of opportunity here.
Right.
I don't feel out of place here. Like, I feel like Atlanta is a great place to be.
Right.
So I can't really see myself moving to too many other places, and I
Right.
still really got a lot of traveling to do. So I can't
Right.
necessarily say where I would move to because I still have so much more traveling to do. I haven't found that place where it's like, oh, I want to move here. Other than being a kid
Right.
and wanting to live in Florida because I thought Florida
Right.
was everything. Like, ooh, it's amusement parks here, and
Right.
it looks like vacation. It just looks like vacation all the time. So Florida was somewhere like I thought that I would probably want to retire in or something. I went to, I've been like to LA. I've
Right.
been to Houston. I did like Houston a lot. Houston was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Charlotte, North Carolina, but I feel
Okay.
like I'm comparing cities that's similar to Atlanta.
Okay.
But the main thing for me is like family and support.
Uh-huh.
Like I am very
Right.
family oriented, and I personally don't want to ever just like pick up and move away from everybody I
Right.
know.
Right. Right.
Like I really don't want to do that. So
Right.
I don't know. Like, are we? Do we have like a couple in-law suites or something that we can move everybody into? Like
Right. Right. Or you could just purchase houses and go down there in the summertime, the fall, and come back up to Atlanta.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if I want to ever just leave
Right.
support. I like to be around family. I like to
Right.
celebrate occasions. I'm a busy person also because we know so many kids and so many people. It's always a birthday
Right.
party.
Right.
And so, but I don't want to miss out on people's. I don't want to. I love these things. Like these are things I get. Like we get to see people who we might see only twice a year. Go to birthday party. But if we somewhere else, we're never gonna
Thank
probably
you
come
for
to a birthday
taking
party.
us with you because see, my family is in southern. I'm in the part of northern California, so my mom and dad is more near LA area, and then
Okay.
my older brother is near the LA area, and my older sister is too, and then my younger brother lives in Italy. So like how
So
you
did you
just
migrate? Like, were you the one to leave, or like were you?
no. So the thing about it is, they all left here.
Oh,
So they
really?
left. Yeah. And I was pregnant at the time. My sister was here for a little bit. She was here for a little bit. And then I lived in Southern California for a little bit. But then I came back because of my job. But that is right. The family is missed. You do miss your family when you're not around your family a lot. So I think that's why I love your channel so much, because when you be going to your family activities and everything, I'll be like, oh, and it's almost, that's what I was saying. I watched you for so long. I'm like, that's my family.
Right.
I go
I
to
have
all the
been on this
functions.
platform for a long time. I've been on this platform since before I had kids. When I was
Yeah.
in an
Girl, you was
apartment,
staying in your own apartment.
like
You
things were different. Like,
right.
yeah.
Had your
But
Nissan out.
I had my little awesome exactly. But I think
Yeah.
my first vlog probably had my family in it. If it wasn't the first one, it was the second one.
Bryce was
Like,
so young when the
girl.
videos that you was doing. I just remember
When
him.
I show him clips or something, like I'm like, listen to your voice, boy. Listen to your voice. You say, "What's up, y'all? My name BB Hood." And you was going through puberty.
Yeah, we've seen Bryce grow up. We've seen
Yes.
kids. We're seeing the kids
Yes.
now growing up. I mean, look at Wealth. He's a big brother.
That,
This is
that's what makes me feel old. Seriously, like I don't be feeling old until I see that I've seen people grow up, and I'm like, okay. Like I literally remember my brother being born. I
right,
was 14 when he was born, so I'm well aware. Like I
right.
was felt grown, at
Right.
14. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, I feel pretty old. He's finna graduate from high school. This is his senior year in high school this year. That's crazy.
That's
I
crazy.
remember you being born, and
Right.
and I still feel young. So it's like I can't be old. It's
Oh
like
girl,
what's
no.
happening? Like
We're
I
young. They're
still,
getting old. They're getting
I still
old.
feel very young. Okay,
They're
I be
getting
trying to
old.
dress like it too. I'm like, let me put some hats on. Let me get
Right.
swaggy so I can still feel young. Because I
No,
can't. You're not telling me I'm old. I'm not
they
old.
get
I'm
it
not old.
old. They get it old. We're getting younger by the day.
Exactly. Exactly. The 40s are definitely like the new hell 20s, 30s.
Right.
Like 40s, yeah.
Right. Right.
I'm not
That
in the 40 crew yet, but I'm in my 30s, but it's like
right.
I
Girl,
don't feel old. I don't know, just y'all getting old.
I'm 45. Whew.
Yes, yes. And full of energy in life. Like I feel like it's a different wave from before.
Right.
Like, like being kids and looking at somebody in their 40s. I don't know if it's just the times have changed, the clothes have changed. People used to be more conserved, reserved, with
Mm-hmm.
their attire. Baby, now 40 is like, what's up, honey? I got my sexy bag, okay?
40 is the new 20s.
Exactly.
Bet.
Seriously.
Bet, let me tell you something. We can't be doing all that running around and stuff like them 20-year-olds.
Right.
Okay?
That's the only difference. That's the only difference. I'm gonna
Wake
go
up
home,
with your
okay?
back hurting, your legs sore, your arms sore. That's about it. And some of them 20-year-olds though we can outdo. I
Mm-hmm.
always tell my 13-year-old, don't let me outdo you in any type of physical thing. When I would take him to the gym, he'll be like, oh, don't let me outdo you on the treadmill.
Right.
Come on now.
Right. Right. Not
Shoot.
it.
Off the hook. Shoot.
Yeah.
Let's ask an off the wall question. Do you have a pet peeve that you can't
Yep.
stand?
Yep.
Uh-oh. What is it? What is it? What is it?
And
What
I only like it's really fresh on my head because I was literally talking to somebody about this today, and I'm like, I really cannot stand people asking for money or when people it's like in my pocket. I really can't stand it. Like
pocket watchers is what we call them.
pocket watchers, and it's like on
Talked
different
about
levels.
that.
It's on different levels. It's like seriously, like it can be somebody pocket watching who just feels like
Right.
the situation on my channel not too long ago. I
Right.
couldn't go to a book bag drive supposedly because I don't know what they thought what they think I have. I don't know what they think I have. Like my house is a regular house. Like like I'm regular, pretty regular. Like I never put on to be
So
like.
that's a misunderstanding. Like you said, how social media misunderstands you.
That's one of the things. Like
So
what if I show you
why
that
can't
make you feel like
you
my life
get
is
backpacks
extravagant?
for your
Right?
kids?
Like
Why
yes.
can't you
Like
get free backpacks for your kids?
like it's they doing a community book. Back to school drive. Like
For the community.
for the community. I'm gonna go. If they would have put you can't be a married person. You gotta live in an apartment. Like I don't know if they would have had all these different stipulations on what it was.
Right.
Like
That
you
it's
have to be on
open.
Section 8. Like you gotta be. I wouldn't have went, but
It's
it was
open for the community though.
for the community. And my child need a book bag because I feel like I have one. So we're going to the back to school drive and we're gonna collect book bags. You know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna let you play and everything. It wasn't just about the free school supplies. It was like they advertised that we're gonna have games, water
Right.
slides, houses, food, da da da. Like all this sounds
Right.
fun to do. So, but yeah, I was, told that I shouldn't be going to back to school drives.
But how can they say that when they don't even know you personally?
Right, and
They're
I mean, I
seeing
do.
what you want them to see. That's the thing that you
That's the thing.
always talk about on your
That's
channel.
the thing.
You guys, I'm showing you what I want to show you.
Exactly. Like I recorded it. I picked up the camera when I wanted to record. I rewatched the footage. I edited it. Like
Right.
I mean, I don't feel like like I don't know. I guess people feel like they know, okay, you got a job as this, but you don't know my salary. you do YouTube, you got this many subscribers, you don't know how much you get
But
paid on
you got a
YouTube.
house you got to pay a mortgage for. You got
Exactly.
responsibilities that come with that house that you have to pay. You got
Like,
food. You
I
got
got a car
clothing. You
note,
got
I got a, like, you think I'm out here hustling for fun? I'm hustling because I got to, baby. It's not cheap in these streets. Okay?
girl.
I wear many hats because I'm trying to get some money. I want to actually be able to take a vacation after this, after I
Right.
pay all these damn bills. So,
Right.
uh, like, I work hard because I work hard, but that don't mean I got it like that.
And how do they know that somebody didn't gift it to you guys, or you won something, or they just
Yeah, because I
assume?
would actually never share if I won a lottery. I wouldn't share that with nobody. Y'all
Right.
would be like, how she? I wouldn't even share it because the pocket watch is already real in regular life. I don't want
Right.
nobody asking me about no more free money
Right.
that I got.
Right. If you want to watch my pockets, I got some bills for you to pay, and then you can question me about what I'm doing with my money and why I'm doing
Seriously,
that.
like it's too much. Like in social media life, in real life, people just think that I don't have. Let me just put it like this: I don't have no extra money to pay for nobody else.
Right.
Like,
Right.
like
Right.
I'm trying to get we're getting ourselves out of a situation where
Right.
we're living paycheck to paycheck. We're trying to save
Right.
money.
Right.
So it's not like we just got it like that. Like I don't want to be a paycheck to paycheck type of
Right.
person. Like I don't want to be that. Like I've been that for so long. Like that's not what I want. So it's like stop watching my pocket. If I'm trying to finally save some fucking money
Right.
and like let me go to back to school drive.
Right.
Like
And it's funny because you talk about it on your channel, and other YouTubers talk about it too. This is an extra stream of money. All you got to do is pick up your camera and do what you love to do at your own time. It's your own business, and all you got to have is Wi-Fi. That's what these young kids say. If you have Wi-Fi, you can do anything and make money.
some TikTok superstars out here getting rich off of doing dances on TikTok.
Right. It's money to be made, and it's for everybody. And if you don't want to do it and you want to be lazy and be like, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to talk about her, him, and whoever else, then that's on you. But the
But
people
don't
that do
don't
want to make an extra stream of money so that they can take care of their family, then leave us alone and let us do us.
like that's all I'm trying to do. Like I know me and my husband both know, okay, we gotta do some different shit. Like we talked about this years ago.
Right.
Like okay, bought this house, this was a huge accomplishment.
Right.
I was probably what 24 or so. He was like 25, 26.
Right.
But it was a huge. We didn't have any kids, so this house seemed like, oh my god, we got a whole
Right.
house. Like it's just us and our dog.
Right.
Soon after came a baby, got married, had some more babies. Like,
Right. But
but
you,
it's like okay, this house was great then, and it's still like baby because I know how they used to kick it back in the day. They
right.
would have way more kids in a way smaller house. So it's like okay, we need to make it happen. It can happen, but at the same time, we work really hard, so
That's, yep.
we want nice things because we know it's more out here, and that's
Right.
one something that I like exposure, expands expectations. Knowing more is out there,
Right.
you're expecting more in your life. Like it makes you want to push, work harder for
Right.
more. Because
Right.
I don't want to like be settling for this when it's like I went to that vacation and I love the Airbnb I was in. That shit was really nice. Like
Right.
why I don't got in like that for my
Right.
everyday life?
Right.
Like so I just like trying to. We both are just trying to work hard because we know of the things that we like. He know he like
Right.
old school car. Buy himself an old school car one day. We buy himself a new truck.
Right.
We wanna buy this big ass house that ain't even like a mansion. It's not a mansion. We
Right.
just want to buy a bigger house like than
Right.
what we got.
Right.
Like right now, like we just trying to. So if I'm working hard, if we working hard, if I do have 4 streams of
Right.
income, so be it. I'm trying to stack my money up, and like that's what I'm
Right.
trying to do. Like, don't watch somebody's pockets. Like, it really annoying. Don't ask me for no money because you're really stopping my grind. I
Right.
can't say shit if you're in my pockets. Ask me for shit.
But
Like, I just
the crazy
like
thing
stop.
is you cannot ask somebody that has a family with kids
I feel like
for
that's so
money
disrespectful. I
because
feel like
they're
that's so disrespectful.
right, because they're taking away from your kids. They're saying,
Like,
well, sincere and truth, I took some money from you. So,
The worst part about it is because nobody has intentions on giving it back. It's not
right,
even like you said. I mean, some people I ain't gonna lie, they gonna say that. Some people have reached out, like, hey, can I borrow this until when you can give me a date?
right,
If you got a plan on how you gonna pay me back, if you don't got
right,
no plan, if you ain't even told me nothing, like when I get paid this week, nothing.
right.
It's just like I'm just gonna be giving away money again.
That's what my
I'm
dad.
really sick of it. I'm so below. Girl, you understand? I be so over it. Between subscribers thinking I got more than what I got, people. I don't know if it's subscribers or randoms or what. People really reach out to you on your Instagram DMs, telling you a sob story, asking you for money. Can you help pay for a funeral? Can you? I'm like,
Oh, those are spams. They trying to get to you.
well, some people I know, like I ain't say I know personally, but are
Uh,
subscribers. Like they responded to my comments before, like or like been in my DMs for, and then will come like, so and so just something happened. I know we don't have it like that, but I know you do. Can you please? Why you think I got thousands of dollars to long? What?
okay, listen, everybody. Brittany is helping me make some money. So, with that being
Yeah,
said, you guys, if you need money, pick up your phone, pick up your camera, and start filming. Reach out to people. I reached out to Brittany.
you did, and
I asked her for money. I said, "Can you help me make money?"
I sure can, baby. I ain't gotta pay nothing. You ain't gotta pay nothing. Like this is. First of all,
Right,
I support who support me for real. Like
right,
anytime somebody send me something or like from their business, I try to go hard for the shout outs and
right,
everything because I'm
right.
like, bro,
You
you
do,
really mess
Britt.
with me. You really effed with me so hard that you sent me some free stuff from your business that this is your money.
Right,
And so, especially when it's a good product, I'm gonna
right,
go hard for it because I'm like, baby, you just
right,
y'all, please go get this. Like, go get this
right,
because like no
right.
seriously, I support who
And
support me. So you
that's why,
came and you wanted to start your channel. I'm like, let's do it. Let's go.
right.
Like, yeah.
And that's why I was never like pressing you about like when you were saying, "Oh my God, I gotta really learn to read my messages and emails. Sorry for the delay."
I'm bad.
Girl,
I'm bad about it.
I know
But I
you
be
is
busy.
a wife, a mother, you work, you got other stuff going on. That's why
Girl.
I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Girl,
God always say,
I be having five. I got 5 different email addresses. I be having 5 different emails
right,
pulled up. I'm like, okay, I forgot to check this email today. I forgot to check
right.
this email.
I
Girl,
said,
struggle.
I'm gonna be patient because the one thing is she's read it and she responded back, which lets me know that it's in consideration.
Right.
So now all I gotta do is be patient. I was patient, y'all, and look, y'all.
I'm glad you work because, girl, I probably looked at it and was like, oh, I'm going to come back. Let me figure out. Okay, I'm going to come back. And then I was like, oh my God, I never got back to her for real, for real. Let me get back to her and, like, tell her, like, I don't want her to think, like, because that's not me. Like,
No, I knew that wasn't you, girl. I just
like,
know
I feel we're
how.
doing this. Like,
Right,
I'm on the
I had
phone,
3
girl. Like,
kids.
we just on the phone, girl. We
Right, I've
talking,
had
chilling.
3 kids all at one time. 2 left the nest now, and I got 1. But I know how it is when you're getting off of work. You're hella tired. You didn't work 8, 9 hours. Now you gotta come home, cook dinner. You gotta entertain. That's why I will always be like, okay, girl, I ain't gonna keep you long because I know how it is. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
girl.
That's why the kids are asleep right now, okay?
Right, and that's why we doing it late, you guys. But it's actually early
Yeah.
where I'm at in California. It's only 8 o'clock. So where she's at,
Early, it's 11 here.
11 there. Yeah, y'all. So I'm not gonna keep her on too long because I've asked all the questions I want to ask. Now I want to play a game.
Okay.
And we know she got to go to work tomorrow because I got to go to work tomorrow. But the difference is I'm working from home tomorrow, so
I'm going in, y'all. I'm
she's
going in.
going in.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
that's a big thing to celebrate.
Yes.
Yes,
5 years.
yes. So y'all ready to get dirty, truth or drink? Is y'all ready for this? Is y'all ready
I
for
feel
this?
like I need some liquor.